My name's Darren Wallace, and I'm the founder of Solutions for Growth, a facilitated referral network. And what we do is we generate leads for businesses and also provide other solutions that can help your business grow. My name is Darren, and I'd love you to meet my business.
There are tens of thousands of small and medium businesses around the world. Some of them might have the product, service, or solution that you have been looking for. In this series, we meet entrepreneurs and find out how you can benefit from what they have to offer. Micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises provide more than 2/3 of all jobs worldwide. These types of entrepreneurs support their community and contribute to its identity. Let's meet one of these people today and find out more about them on Meet My Business.
Hello, my name is Darren Wallace-Smith, the founder of Solutions for Growth, a global business network. We provide solutions to businesses to help them grow. We have two target markets. One is service providers that are looking for new clients, and our service consumers that are looking for solutions that might be generating leads, and maybe you just need a new local accountant, marketer, website, podcaster. And so we're able to provide those solutions to businesses, as well as webinars, training sessions, training programs, courses, etc., that can help educate you on how to grow different parts of your business.
What are the benefits of this company?
The benefits are the service providers that we support, they've been vetted, so they have good integrity, they provide good value, and there's so much white noise these days, everyone trying to market their products to you. For one, do you actually need that particular product at that particular time? So we help organise those resources for you, and everyone gets a dedicated facilitator. So we're able to understand what your business is, what its goals, challenges are, the target market, etc., and be able to connect you with those solutions to assist you in your business.
How does that benefit a business wherever they might be? How do they win by using your service?
Well, by connected with timely resources. There's so many products and services out there. You'd spend a lifetime finding them, so there might be that one solution that could really benefit you that you never hear about. So by us being able to compile those resources and finding new technologies and new service providers and quality service providers, we put them all in one place. So a website basically becomes one source of those resources and solutions that you can find. So by delivering value on a particular solution, you know that website's worth coming back to and accessing other resources.
And tell me, Darren, how do you vet a company?
And we vet them? Well, we're relationship-based. We're building a community. I generally find that people vet themselves. I mean, if people think that they can do what we do much better, they're not going to get any value from our network because they're not going to be building those relationships. So growing our business, we've had challenges and setbacks. And so as people that you can communicate with and work with, that you can see that they have the values that we'd like to promote. And also by providing people with leads, you see how they, work with those customers. I've had people come along that think they know how to do Solutions for Growth better than I do. And, they're just not community focused, and so, for example, with our recent attempts to get a website done, it took 5 months. It was imperative we have a website. In that time, we didn't, a website wasn't delivered. So not only were we affected by that, but there's no way I'm going to refer that particular provider onto our members. I don't want to put other people through those experiences. So it's through building a relationship, Do people have integrity? Do they turn up to meetings? Do they follow up? Do they follow through with things they say they're going to do? And like I said, people just vet themselves. And, a lot of the services that we promote, we use ourselves. We've got to have experience of something to know, is it of value to a business to be able to promote it.
You talk about building a community. How do you build community and what is the value of having a business community?
Well, it's the support. It takes time. At the moment, we have about 50 members, and the majority of those have been involved for 6 months. And it's not just building a relationship with myself, but with each other. And so those members have one-on-ones and they use each other's services and they pass referrals back and forth to each other. So it's imperative that the members also have relationships with each other as well. The benefit of that is that you get to know the people that you'd like to refer your clients to. Because we all know if you pass one of your clients on to someone else, part of your reputation goes with that referral. So, we've had instances where we have passed on a service to someone and they had a shocking experience. And we actually had a shocking experience with them as well. So that just becomes a service we don't promote anymore. And then so through having that trusted community, pretty high percentage that you're going to have a success rate, that you're not going to run into troubles because someone you trust has passed on to you. And just the amount of services and solutions that we can offer. So by continually adding more members that have different solutions, that resource base just continues to grow.
So talk to me about how do you find service providers and how do you interact with them and what services do you provide and how do you provide them?
The backbone of Solutions for Growth is a facilitator. So every member that joins will have a dedicated facilitator. So like I was saying before, we get to know that person's business, what their objectives are. So we're not salespeople. We're not here just to sell you stuff because we make money or just for the sake of, delivering a result. So we get to understand where you're at and what will benefit you. So it's through relationships. So through social media, LinkedIn, we use LinkedIn a lot. We do networking meetings, so we're always inviting people onto networking meetings, and that's primarily how I build my relationships with people. And then from those, by being able to provide value to people at a networking meeting, because they're building their network coming to our events, they get value, and then they're interested in what else can we provide. So then, we have a one-on-one meeting with people, and they ask their questions, and we go through how it all works. And through referrals, other members bringing their contacts in, and that relationship's already half established. And then so I just picked the ball up from there and built my own relationship with them.
You were talking earlier about webinars and those sort of things. So talk to me about more specifically the kind of events you have and how often they are they targeted specifically or just general?
They're pretty general because the meetings that we run are networking meetings. And so like most networking meetings, the majority of pretty much all the attendees are other service providers, accountants, web developers, podcasters, consultants, coaches, etc. And we hold those once a month. So at the moment, we run networking meetings in South Africa and the UK. And we run that at the same time because of time zones, basically. North America, so Canada, US, Mexico, Brazil, around that area, and in Australia. And we've just recently, a couple of months ago, started local live networking meetings here in Melbourne, and that'll grow as the membership grows. So we'll start having live events in South Africa, UK, etc. once there's enough members there. So from there, the other events that we'll be promoting are primarily from the service providers, from our members. So, a lot of businesses have their own information sessions, seminars. I was talking to a member today that wants to start up a joint seminar series with a couple of other members based around consulting and marketing. So people can actually not just network, but actually take away some information and value that they can apply to their business.
And the reason you can bring these solutions, talk to me about your qualifications, your experience. How did you start this, and why do you think it's important to have this kind of service?
As far as any one particular skill, I'm a jack of all trades. I'm more of a networker connector. I've always been good at building relationships. So a lot of my background is cold calling, starting that relationship, picking up the phone, knocking on the door, following up that referral. Like I was talking about before, having integrity. I might speak to someone today that says, call me in 2 months. I'm too busy now. And so in 2 months' time, I call them. And that half impresses them because most salespeople never go back to the relationships that they were building. And I've had a lot of network marketing experience. I was in Amway and New Ways going back 25 years ago. So I learned a lot of skills from there. How did I start Solutions for Growth and thought this was a solution? Well, a friend of mine at the time, his background was management. He was a very good manager of businesses, and obviously mine was marketing, sales, lead generation. And so we read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad and E-Myth Revisited, which talks about building business systems. So we actually went out and researched a couple of hundred businesses local to our area, and they all had very common challenges. And I'm sure most of the listeners here will relate to it, being very time poor, not having the time to work on their business or even have a life. Secondly, cash poor, cash flow. Every business, it's vital that you have good cash flow. That's generally lead generation. And particularly at the time that we did our research, it was all the rage in those days to sell people packages. So someone would come along and sell them a $5,000 marketing package that generally had manuals that were involved. And once again, that person wasn't delivering that product, they just sold the product. So the amount of folders that we found under people's desks or counters, they'd spent $5,000 on these programs, they just weren't getting value from it. So, it was just a sales process, selling them stuff. Didn't necessarily benefit them, but the salesman got a sale. So that's where I thought the idea of having a resource network, one place we could find exactly what you need at the right time. And then, like I said, I'm not a salesman, and I'm not a consultant. And that's where the term facilitator came in. So I can facilitate finding the solutions. And at the end of the day, it's up to you whether you go with that solution or not. So our prime objective is to make sure you're getting value from what we provide you. So that's where we kind of cut through all that noise, find things that you particularly need at that right time, and we're not making big bucks out of just because you take on someone's services, for example.
So there are great many network groups out there. What makes yours different to those? What makes it unique?
With a normal networking organisation in general, you turn up to an event and you take a pocket full of business cards, or you turn up to an online meeting and you put your details in the chat. And at the end of that, you download that chat and you have to follow them up. And people either hate networking, don't know how to network, or they just don't have time to network. It's a very small percentage of business owners that really know how to network and make it work for them. I met a lady on Friday that her whole business was built on just networking, and so she's a gun at it, but not all business owners are at that level of skill. So what we do is we take it a couple of steps further. So as I said, you get a dedicated facilitator, and all we do is network, building relationships. So we're always connecting people. We're doing that. It's facilitated networking. We do it for you because we understand your business. And then secondly, we will actually market your business. So whether you turn up to our networking meetings on a regular basis or not, there's going to be a flow of leads there because we actively market our members. One of the ways we do that is, like I was saying earlier, one of our members wants to put on a multiple member seminar, and then so we'll actually market that seminar. So we'll actively promote and market the members' content, whether that be a seminar, training series, book. We actively will market that book. And then so we take all the sections of our website and we market it all individually. So everyone's, your business is being promoted, even if you're at a networking meeting or not. And so by everyone paying a small membership fee, and we don't charge $2,000 a year for our membership. A lot of people pay that sort of money and never see a lead. Other people pay $2,000 and get 50 leads. That's a little bit hit and miss. And so by keeping our costs low and having a lot of members, we're creating that cash pool to be able to do that marketing and promote the community.
So is this a one-man business, or do you have other people helping out in this? How does it work?
There's a management team, so there's 6 of us, and we each have different areas of expertise. A couple of them are in finance, business consulting, marketers. I did have someone in website design, but that didn't work out, as mentioned earlier. And then members like yourself help out. All of our members have all got different skills. For example, Nikki, that's just joined us from South Africa, newsletters is her thing. She loves doing newsletters, so she's quite happy to do our newsletter for us and pull that together for us. So it comes back to that. Yes, we do have our management team, but then members will contribute in little ways and even just providing feedback, looking at the website and saying, I changed this, or this would be a good idea. By all of us collaborating, we can make best practice networks. We'll never become irrelevant because we're keeping up with trends and new services and products that come out on the market.
Hi, this is Ed from Extia, and like most business owners, I really value the opportunity to connect with fellow business owners and fellow organizational leaders. Solutions for Growth is a great platform and a great bunch of people to provide those connections, develop those relationships, and grow together for the future.
In my mind, the value of any networking organization is the opportunity to build relationships with the right people. You've provided a platform to meet those right people for me. And I've not attended any of the sessions that I haven't taken away with at least 2 to 3 really, really solid contacts that I've followed up with and have made great relationships and creating opportunities. I'm still working with a gentleman that I met in another country, and he's interested in expanding his business into the United States, and we're continuing having conversations of how I can be part of helping him make that happen for him.
Hi there, I'm Ian from the Purchasing Club. Just wanted to tell you about some of the experiences I've had of working alongside Solutions for Growth. In the few months since I've been working with them, my reach has gone from the UK to international. I spend part of the week now talking to Australia, America, Canada, South Africa, places which I didn't dream that I'd be able to get into so soon. So within 3 months of working with them, I'm now networking in a totally different way reaching out to hundreds of people that I wouldn't have had the chance to speak to. That's helped my business to grow. That's really helped me to provide some of the solutions that I needed, and also to collaborate with a lot more people than I had planned for. So if you're at all wondering whether Solutions for Growth is good for you, believe me, it is. It really can change your business.
Darren from B2B Solutions for Growth. What can I say about this networking group? Well, to start off with, I've got phenomenal results from joining this networking group. It's really concise, effective, and a great way to meet new prospective clients. As a result, I've actually been able to access potentially 500,000 new potential users for my software. That might sound like an exaggeration, but I can tell you one introduction led me to be able to potentially integrate my software in with a company that can give me access to as many as that number, which is truly phenomenal. Not only that, the contacts that I've made and the people I've talked to are really helping me to grow my network and expand and grow my business. The results from Darren and this networking group team are phenomenal, and I highly suggest you come along, try it out for yourself, and just see how valuable this kind of networking can be for you.
Darren, do you have any offers for the listener?
Yes, all our members have offers. That's one of the things that we have our members do. They have a special offer. So that might be a free hour discovery call or a free seminar or something. But with our membership, all our networking meetings are free. So you can attend those and check us out. And we give the first month free. And at this point in time, we're in pre-launch. So in recognition of that, it's $25 Australian a month from there on. So you get that first month free. So we induct you, you get to know us, you can see how it works. Yeah, so that's our special offer.
And tell me, who is your ideal client, your ideal member?
Anyone that has a solution for business. But how I define a good member is we're building a community. So they've got to be community focused. You come across people who think they can do everything themselves. Community doesn't hold any value to them. Well, this network won't work for them. It's about collaborating and working together. So it more comes back to the values of the person. You know, like I was saying before, having integrity, loyalty, respect. There's always going to be issues between members. You need to be able to communicate. Okay, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Let's work it out. So as long as people can fit into a community and, work together, they're quite welcome. And like I said, we need to vet people. There's no way I'm going to I've met some arrogant people in my time. It's like stunning the way some people behave. And, they're just not going to work in a community. There's no way I can inflict those sort of people on my members.
Any success stories so far you can share with us?
Yeah, most definitely. One of our members, Ian Wary, he has a business called the Purchasing Club based out of the UK. And his platform is about reducing businesses' costs. So, for example, he's just done a deal with Vodafone in the UK to reduce monthly contracts, and he's able to offer that on his platform. Now, he was originally only going to be UK-based. Now, because of joining Solutions for Growth, we're obviously in those countries I mentioned before. But one of our members here in Australia has a lot of contacts around the world in logistics, distribution, warehousing, which is perfect for Ian. So now he's been able to explode his business globally and have the contacts to be able to back that up because, a UK-based SIM card isn't going to help South Africans. It's not going to help Australians. So he needs those contacts in those different countries to be able to put those offers together. So that's one. And the other testimony we had was from Rue Wright. He has a platform called Tello, and it's a video platform where you can actually do personalised videos in all your marketing. So in emails, your LinkedIn messages, and you can tailor the message directly to them. And he's got a whole bunch of awesome plugins and other services that are coming along with that. So that's pretty amazing. We were able to connect him up with another company called My Most Trusted, which a lot of people have heard of. And they've got a database of 500,000 potential leads for Rue. So it's keeping him pretty busy. So he's pretty happy with that. I hardly ever hear from Rue because I think he's pretty busy. He's getting through, working with that one contact. And we had a distributor, a health beverage out of Singapore. They wanted to crack the Australian market, beverage market, and they had no contacts here. And we were able to connect him with a large distributor of beverages here in Australia. So once again, with that one contact within a month, he was able to get his product distributed in Australia. So I think they're a good start to hang our hat on. And that's where I mean by, facilitate a network, because we understand what he wanted and then connect him with the people that could provide him that solution.
So tell me, how do people get hold of you?
They can jump on our website, B2B solutionsforgrowth.com.
Make sure you support micro, small and medium businesses. They provide authenticity, originality and quality. They drive innovation because they want customers to come back. They are part of and help define our communities because they are headed not by executives but by people. More importantly, you can benefit from their excellent personalized customer service. Find the contact details of today's business in the description and comments. And join me next time as we discover another business in Meet My Business. Meet My Business is a Baird Media production. For show credits and more information, visit baird.media.